What's up, guys? Welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. If you are new here or you've stumbled upon my page, I hope that you'll check me out and then consider hitting that subscribe button. While you're at it, you might as well hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date every single time I drop a new video. I'm Eve and welcome to EveMas. Y'all, so this is the first official video of my version of Vlogmas. I'm calling it EveMas, and I am going to post a video every single day this week. So this is going to be the first video in my EveMas series, and I figured if we're gonna deliver any kind of bad news, I want to get that out of the way, okay? So today's video is my bottom 22 for 2022. These don't necessarily mean that I am going to declutter these. This is just the bottom 22 fragrances in my entire collection that I either haven't grabbed for at all this year, or B, have maybe reached for it once or twice and I wasn't that impressed. There could be a slew of different reasons, but of my collection, these are what I call the bottom 22, okay? So I've also mentioned in several other videos this year that I have decluttered quite a bit, and so I think I'm good on declutteration for 2022. Not gonna spend a whole lot of time on these fragrances, not gonna do the notes and stuff. I'm just gonna show you what's at the bottom and then probably give you a quick blurb, okay? All right, y'all, so kicking us off, we have Mon Paris from YSL. Now, I talked about this fragrance very early on in my fragrance journey, and I told you guys that I was gifted this, so this has more of a sentimental value than it does a favorite of mine in my collection. I struggled with wearing this. It's a beautiful fruity fragrance, but on my skin, it started off really lovely, but then it started to turn into something else, and so wasn't really sure. But when I do wear this, I have to layer it with something to get my wears in, but still have it. It's still in my collection. I have a little less than half of this left, so I'm just gonna eventually work my way through until it is empty. But Mon Paris is not necessarily a favorite of mine, so yeah, this is the first one in my bottom 22. Then we have Pink Sugar. So I have never talked about this fragrance. Matter of fact, I have only opened this fragrance once. So this is one of the few fragrances that I got at the very top of the year. And I got this at my local Marshall's. It was on sale. I believe it was like $14.99, but this is a completely full bottle of Pink Sugar, and it is sickeningly sweet. I don't know, I just feel like everybody has had this at least once in their fragrance journey. I've never had this, never owned it, so I picked it up, but I have never sprayed this, and it's still in the case. So yeah, that lets you know that it's definitely in the bottom 22. Bright Crystal Absolu from Versace. Y'all have heard me complain and moan about this fragrance so many times. So I actually did enjoy this fragrance, but I am such in a hurry to just get through this bottle so I can just be done with it. I don't know what it is, but I was first introduced to this fragrance actually from a mechanic's wife. Okay, so a few years ago, I got into a car accident and then I was towed over to this body shop. They gave me one of their loaner cars, and I was in the loaner for about 3 months, which was about 2.5 months too long. So the wife of the mechanic bought me a "I'm sorry that we're taking too long" gift, and it was this. And so when I got it then, I absolutely loved it. Went through that bottle quick, fast, and in a hurry, and I decided that I wanted to repurchase it. And I got it in, I want to say, she got me the 1 ounce. I believe there is a size smaller than this because I don't remember the bottle being this big, but there's a size smaller than this. It was a gift. Went through that bottle so quick, so I decided to get this one, and ever since I got this one, it just hit different. So yeah, I'm not going to declutter this. I do use this as my gym scent sometimes, but yeah, I'm so ready to be done with Bright Crystal Absolu. Dolce Garden from Dolce & Gabbana. So this is a nice coconut fragrance, but it's not my favorite. I've only pulled for this a handful of times this year, primarily just during the summertime. I do like it, but I don't love it. So yeah, it's in my bottom 22, unfortunately. It is a like though. I just don't love it. Holiday from Mancera. Now, I featured this in a video that I did early on. Fragrances for the summertime. I really do enjoy this scent, but I've only worn this during that vacation, my solo vacation to Mexico. I actually decanted this and I took it with me, but that was the only time that this was sprayed like at all this year. So I enjoy this scent, but it just really didn't get a lot of wears from me. And I primarily would like to associate this scent with a tropical type of vibe. So I only had one tropical experience this summer. So that was Holidays from Mancera. This is Jersey from Chanel, y'all. I really do love this scent. To me, this smells like a cozy sweater. It does have lavender and vanilla. I love it, but the lavender in here, the lavender here is not as intense as other. Look at me talking about notes. I said I wasn't gonna do that, but this to me smells like a cozy hug and a cashmere-like type of sweater. But I enjoy this for the cooler temps. Maybe I'll get to pull this out at least once before the year is up, but I have not reached for this at all this year yet. Beach Walk from Replica. Y'all, I really love this scent, but I haven't grabbed for it at all this year, and the time frame for this has already passed, so I doubt that I will wear this. But this to me is a salty, beautiful coconut vanilla type of scent. I actually should have probably taken this with me to Mexico, but I had a bunch of other fragrances that I took, and so this one just got the back seat to all of those. But this is a lovely scent. Not the greatest lasting power, but I still enjoy this scent. So this is Beach Walk. Mimosa and Cardamom from Jo Malone. Y'all, this is such a pretty mimosa scent. So one of my girlfriends actually put me onto the brand a few years ago when we were in Thailand. So she had wood sage and sea salt and another scent to kind of pair with that, and I fell in love. So on our way back to the States from Thailand, we stopped into the Jo Malone shop at the airport, and that is when I discovered Mimosa and Cardamom. I also fell in love with Bluebell, so that is another fragrance from Jo Malone that I absolutely love, on top of Myrrh and Tonka. But Mimosa and Cardamom is one that I had to pick up on our way back to the States, and so yeah, that's when I first fell in love. But unfortunately, I haven't reached for her this year, so this is at the bottom 22. Bois de Balincourt from Maison Louis Marie number 4. So this I picked up from Sephora. Not really sure if it's exclusively sold at Sephora, but that is where I discovered this. And this to me smells very, 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 very similar to Santal 33 from Le Labo. Now, I have reached for this a handful of times early on in the year, but it just took that one time to smell. And I don't want to say it because I don't want to throw others off, but I smelt something that a lot of people says Santal 33 smells like. I smelt that in this, and it just took that one time for me to put it down. So I'm trying to like cleanse my mind of it smelling like this food item so that I can go back to wearing this, because I have enjoyed wearing this, but when I smelt that food item, I was like, oh no, I don't want to associate that food item to this scent. So if you know what they say about Santal 33, that is what I smelt in this, and so that's why I stopped grabbing for this year. But other than that, I enjoy this. It is a woody fragrance. It's lovely, but it's at the bottom 22. Nude Bouquet from Zara. Y'all, I haven't reached for this one at all this year. And I have a backup bottle for this. But this is a very pretty floral slash fruity fragrance. I want to say there is peony in here. It's just so beautiful, light, and airy. I absolutely love this. This is very feminine, but I absolutely love it. I just didn't wear it a lot this year, or at all this year. So Nude Bouquet from Zara. I don't know that they still carry this, but if they do, of course, whatever I'm able to link, I will link it for you down below. But this is Nude Bouquet from Zara. Pure Musk from Narciso Rodriguez. Y'all, when I first got this, I was utterly in love, okay? I still enjoy this fragrance, but it just does not get any love from me. Not at all, actually. But Poudre has been getting that action. This one, not so much. This one is definitely a musky, slightly milky type of fragrance. This is primarily my bedtime scent or stay home and chill type of scent. Hasn't been getting any play this year, but I still love it. I need to pull it up to the front so that I can use it for my bedtime scent. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put this aside because I'm gonna wear this tonight, okay? All right, so now we have Le Beau Parfum from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. Now this was a fragrance, I believe I don't know if it was a limited edition or they just decided to remove it off the market, but they no longer offer this. So I am glad that I have it. I just have not been reaching for it because of that reason. I won't be able to repurchase this, but this is an absolutely beautiful tuberose scent that just took my breath away. If you watched, I did a couple videos on my MFK fragrances and I talked about Le Beau. So if I can link that, I'll also link that above. But y'all, I love this scent. Don't reach for it much, but I am going to use it sparingly because again, they don't offer this anymore and I would like to hold on to this for as long as possible while it's still good. I want to use it, but I want to use it sparingly so I could, you know, stretch it out. Y'all might be mad at me about this one, but this is Santal Complet from Fragrance du Bois. Y'all, I love this scent. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely love it. It's a sandalwood. Y'all know we're in a relationship. Heavy, okay? Heavy, heavy. But the reason why this is in my, oh my gosh. If you have not sniffed this, I need you to smell this. This is just a wonderful fragrance from Fragrance du Bois. But what bothers me, or what really hurt my feelings about this scent, is that when I first got this, the lasting power was pretty decent. You know, it was average, I would say. But then after about a week or so, it turned on me. And when I say I have to, even with overspraying, this does not give me more than 3, maybe 4, and I think 4 is really stretching it, y'all, but lasting power is just unfortunately very poor. So after I realized that this wasn't doing what it needed to do, I just kind of let it sit. So it's been sitting. I do enjoy sniffing it, but I am putting this in my bottom 22. But it's a gorgeous scent. Very, very, very gorgeous sandalwood scent, okay? Orpheon from Diptyque. Y'all, this is such a pretty, and it's quite unique in my opinion as well. So this has, here I go again. I'm doing it again. This is it's a smoky, powdery, slightly smoky, powdery, woody fragrance, but it's unique in that I could wear this during the day. I also can wear this at night as a bedtime scent. There's something just interesting and intriguing about this scent, and I really do enjoy it. I've just kind of pushed it to the back burner this year, but I am going to pull this up to the front so that I can give it more attention. But I do love this scent. I've been pulling for the other Diptyque fragrances in my collection more than this one, but I'm gonna give this one the love that it needs, okay? So this is Orpheon from Diptyque. Rehab from Initio. Now, you guys know how much I love and adore the House of Initio. So many bangers, and we're not even going to talk about the one that I love the most, but Rehab. So this was quite popular last year and the year before, but it has slowed down quite a bit this year, I feel like, and I unintentionally follow suit. I just haven't been gravitating towards this one, maybe because of the newbies that I've had that not necessarily smell like this one, but they kind of foot the bill for what this one would offer me. But I do love this one. I enjoy it. I just haven't worn it this much this year. Musc Ravageur from Frederic Malle. Y'all, I've talked about this on my channel quite a bit, but I have not used it yet. We still have some time for winter to run its course, and so there's a strong chance that I may pull for it, but I doubt that I'll wear this more than a couple times this year, if at all. But I've talked about this. It is a heavily musky, it's an animalic musk with a deep, rich vanilla. It is a beautiful scent, but not everybody is going to enjoy this one, but this is perfect for the fall time. But it's in my bottom 22. Bois D'Argent from Christian Dior, y'all. I absolutely love this scent. I just ain't wore it this year. This is a beautiful powdery iris scent. Not everyone is a fan of iris, I'm realizing that, but I love this. And to me, I call this meekness in a bottle. Quiet confidence. That's the kind of fragrance that I associate this with. Perfect for just a casual outfit, slightly dressed up, kind of a brunch scent. You could wear this too, not date night, but this is so good. As soon as spring hits, I am gonna pull for this because I'm sleeping on this one this year. So I definitely need to fix that for 2023. We need to get our wares in because you are too good to just sit on the shelf, okay? Bois D'Argent. Olympea from Paco Rabanne. Now, I think I've talked about this a couple of times this year. I absolutely love this scent. So this is a salty caramel aquatic type of scent. And I know most probably don't care for this anymore, but I do. I absolutely love it. I just have been ignoring it. But there is still time for me to grab for this. Matter of fact, I am going to, no, I'm wearing Pure Musk tonight. I'm gonna set this out so I can remember to wear it this week because this definitely needs to get worn, but I really do enjoy this scent. So speaking of salty, we also have Juliet Has a Gun, and this is Vanilla Vibes. Now this is another salty, aromatic vanilla. And what I've noticed with this bottle is that it has gotten saltier in my opinion. Like the saltiness in this fragrance is even more apparent. Not a bad thing. I actually do enjoy it, but I know for a fact that I've only pulled for this one time this entire year, so that's terrible. But we're gonna get better in 2023, okay? Vanilla Vibes from Juliet Has a Gun. Then we have Dark Purple from Montal. So I wanna say, I'm almost certain that I talked about this as one of my neglected fragrances at the very top of the year, sometime in January through March. First quarter of the year, I talked about this scent. And right after that video, I intentionally had this out so that I could wear it. And then I put it back where it was, and then I just stopped grabbing for it. So this is at the bottom 22 because I just haven't been wearing it like that. So this is a deep, dark, musky plum scent, and I actually really enjoy this. It's just being neglected yet again for me. So 2023, we're gonna do better, okay? Bottega Veneta from Bottega Veneta, or Bottega Veneta, okay? So this is a leathery, patchouli and peppery scent. Now, I don't believe I've mentioned this or talked about this year. I don't think I've worn this at all this year because to me, it gives me fall vibes. It gives me corporate vibes. And I work from home, so I don't naturally gravitate towards this anymore like I did in the past. I know I talked about this last year a few times, but I don't know that I've brought this up this year, but I still do enjoy this scent. I just haven't really been in the right setting to grab for this at all this year, but this really does give me fall vibes. And I feel like we're on the tail end of fall, so I haven't been reaching for this, but we'll try again for 2023. Last but not least, and none of these were in any particular order, they just kind of fell where they fell, but the last one on this bottom 22 list is Neroli Portofino from Tom Ford. So I talked about this in my Tom Ford video and how rarely I grab for this fragrance. It's nice, but it's not a love for me at all. And to be quite honest, if I were to declutter anything today, it would most likely be Neroli Portofino. If I had to pick between this one and Mandarino di Amalfi, I think that's what it's called, I would rather get that one than Neroli Portofino, but we'll see what next year brings. If I don't wear this next year, I'm most likely gonna declutter it, but this rounds out my bottom 22 for 2022. All right, y'all, so these were my bottom players for this year. I will follow this up with my top 22 fragrances for 2022, so stay tuned for that one. Now, if you have a large collection, naturally there are gonna be some fragrances in your collection that you just don't get around to using. So if you have a fragrance in your collection that needs more love or that is potentially on the chopping block to be booted before 2023, let me know what that is below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow. And until then, I'll see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.